feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curve like I'm Barry Sanders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. This will be taken short, and off we go from Lambeau. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the...
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
They're on
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slat, easy.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch twins.
From the 36, Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That is caught. It's Perriman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Ready. Black 25 behind. Here we go, D. On deck. Defense on deck. On deck. Check three. Check 43. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Back to you. Mike 35. Let's get him home. 35's the Mike. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Mike 35.
Jameis to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now it's the former Badger, Dare Ogunbowale. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. He's got Evans. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 66 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams.
It's run, fellas. It's run.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Come on, baby.
First and 10.
A give to Williams, running right. And an alley to run. Swap. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, 49 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Winston. He completes it to Evans. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch it, easy.
A run with Ogunbowale. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Tyler Ervin back deep. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Showing it. Check three. Back. Switch.
Now Williams. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
319. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 4, check 4. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On play action, Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jim. Pick the edge. Come. Check nickel. Shift. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Williams. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Watch the shift. Check.
On second down, it's Williams, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Alert flare. Rush in.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
Check. Lucky.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here we go. Shift. Watch out.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, turn it up.
On play action, now Rodgers. That is caught. right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
First down and goal to go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
Williams will try again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Get the ball right here, let's go. Take 30.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
35 to Mike. You back. You back. Easy.
Off the play fake. Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On play action, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
35 to Mike. Strip that ball. Mike 35. Let's go, D. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Check. Crouch. Wide. Get wide. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. They'll run on first down. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Get ready.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Mike 35, Mike 35. Not ready. 35's the Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Here we go.
Now Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
SOS.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Mike 34. Easy. I got you, boy. 35's the Mike. Watch the run. Easy. Mike 35. And let's get that ball. Easy.
They'll go again to Jones. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ready. Blue ready. Easy. Even. 4 down. Even. Jack. Slam. Let him go.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He drops this off to Ogunbowale. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will get them one closer. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming for you. You mine. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Kill.
Right back to Irvin. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Blue 58. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A first down throw for Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go one more. 35's the mic. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Wait. Easy. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Block. 35's the mic. Watch the run.
Here's Winston. Going deep this time for Miller. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
319. Hey, here we go. 150. Watch the clock. Hey, 88. Check 99. 52's hey, exit. 52's the mic.
Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great start to the 2nd quarter. Better than 30 yards.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Irvin. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again they run. Again it's Irvin. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. On first down, Irvin. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The second down carry for Irvin. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Get 300. Get 300.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 35's the mic. Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Play fake. Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Jameis now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Hey, alert three. Begin.
They'll keep it on the ground. Irvin, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Here's Irvin. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Irvin on the carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Get 300.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Check.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tighten up. Inside.
Rodgers looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Room to run past midfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 61 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them